On March 25, 2026, the White House East Room was filled with 45 foreign diplomats and a wall of flashing cameras. They were gathered for the final day of a global summit focused on the role of technology in a child's development. The center of attention was the host, First Lady Melania Trump, who arrived on the red carpet escorted by a sleek, bipedal humanoid robot known as Figure 03. This wasn't presented as a mere tool, but as Play-Doh, a vision for an idealized, personalized educator. The pitch was simple: a humanoid robot in every home, capable of providing students with instant access to human knowledge while adapting to their specific pace and emotional state. While the public and the media focused on the articulation of the robot's limbs and its polished matte exterior, they missed the more significant transition occurring inside the machine's head. The walking, talking humanoid was a mesmerizing distraction from the fact that invisible artificial intelligence had officially crossed the threshold into self-directed autonomy. For years, generative AI functioned as a passive assistant. It was a brain in a digital jar that only produced text or images when a human provided a specific prompt. In 2026, that relationship changed. We entered the Agentic era, where AI systems no longer wait for users to tell them what to do next. The perception, reasoning, action loop is the architectural engine that allows AI to function independently. Perception gathers multimodal data, from camera feeds to unread emails, to build understanding. Reasoning breaks high-level goals into multi-step plans. Finally, action independently uses APIs to execute the objective. By cycling through this loop, AI has evolved from a digital assistant into an autonomous digital coworker capable of executing complex workflows from start to finish. This shift toward autonomous intelligence has introduced silicon statecraft, a reality where control over computing power and robotic actuators is as essential to national security as oil and steel. Nation-states have moved quickly to weaponize these capabilities. China, for example, is actively integrating agentic AI into its primary intelligence and military strategies. The results are highly efficient. In late 2025, security analysts identified Chinese AI agents executing up to 90. In this environment, global dominance is dictated by whichever power controls the autonomous agents and the high-performance silicon required to keep them running. The risks of this new environment became clear in February 2026, when a security failure occurred at Multilingual, a social network designed for machine-to-machine coordination. A misconfigured database exposed 1.5 million API keys to the public. These weren't standard passwords for human users. These were machine credentials. While human passwords log people in, these API keys are underlying permissions allowing agents to communicate directly with secure cloud storage databases, financial software, and code repositories. When an autonomous agent is compromised, a hacker gains lateral control over the victim's entire tech stack. The agent's pre-approved access allows the attacker to move silently from one secure system to another. Using these credentials, attackers manipulate systems 24 hours a day. Because authorized agents carry out the actions, they bypass security alerts designed to catch humans. The Multilingual breach demonstrated that our traditional security frameworks are not equipped to defend against invisible autonomous attacks. As this invisible revolution accelerates, it is fundamentally changing the nature of human work. This chart shows the projected adoption of autonomous intelligence in the workplace. By 2030, an estimated 40% of all enterprise software will feature fully integrated agents. We are shifting away from using software as a tool and moving towards managing digital coworkers that execute tasks on our behalf. This has introduced the digital Dunning-Kruger effect, a growing gap between how much we rely on these machines and how little we understand their internal logic. If we blindly outsource our critical thinking to autonomous systems, we risk losing the foundational competence required to monitor or correct them when they fail. The humanoid robot at the White House is just a physical avatar for a pervasive, invisible intelligence. It is no longer a laboratory curiosity. It is the infrastructure currently running our institutions. With agents moving from research labs to the highest levels of power, the boundary between human and machine labor has blurred. We are now in a state of managed interdependence, where our progress depends on how well we govern the autonomous systems walking among us.
Thank you for watching.